If you work in a skilled nursing facility, you know the constant battle. You're providing incredible care, but you also have to get paid for it. So today, we're breaking down the absolute must-have documentation checklist to make sure your claims aren't just accurate, but completely bulletproof.
Let's start with a quote that honestly is a painful truth for so many providers. It says it all right here. Claims don't get denied because the care wasn't great. They get denied because the paperwork wasn't right. All the amazing work your team does, it could be totally erased by a simple documentation mistake. It's not about the care, it's about the proof.
So where do you even begin building an audit-proof claim? Well, it starts the second a resident comes through the front door. We're talking about the absolute foundation here, the non-negotiable paperwork that has to be in every single file from day one.
Think of these as the 3 pillars holding up your entire claim. You've got your admission records, your signed physician orders, and all your authorizations. And trust me, these are the very first things an auditor is going to look for. A single missing signature or a mismatched date right here can trigger an immediate denial, and it's so avoidable.
And this right here really shows the huge shift in thinking. On one hand, you have the old way, just a constant, stressful chase for missing papers and expired orders. But look at the AI solution. It's not just plugging holes. It's building a system that makes sure those holes never appear in the first place. You go from scrambling reactively to being in control proactively.
All right, so our foundation is solid. The next layer we have to build is all about proof. This is where your team's notes justify why the resident needs skilled care in the first place, day after day. You have to prove without a doubt that every service is medically necessary.
This is where you're telling the clinical story, and you can see it's a logical path. The documentation has to paint a really clear picture. It starts with medical necessity, then gets into the nitty-gritty of the skilled interventions, and finally, it makes sure the therapy minutes you bill for match up perfectly. Every single piece has to connect.
Now this is where AI stops being a simple checker and becomes an intelligent coach. It's not just ticking boxes. It actually analyzes the notes. It can literally prompt clinicians in real time to add more specific skill details or cross-check therapy logs against billing. It helps your team write stronger, more defensible notes from the get-go.
Okay, on to our third section. And let me tell you, this is an area where even the very best facilities can get tripped up. We're talking about consistency. It's all about connecting the dots and making sure every single document is telling the exact same story.
So what are auditors really looking for? Harmony. They want to see that the MDS assessment lines up with the care plan, which lines up with the daily notes. Are all the signatures and dates correct? Is everything filed on time? Any break in that chain, as you can see here, is a massive red flag.
And this is where AI basically becomes your new best friend, this relentless compliance officer who never sleeps. Instead of you manually trying to find mismatched data or chase down late notes, the system just does it. It tirelessly scans everything, flags when the MDS and a progress note don't match, and sends alerts for overdue signatures. It catches those little human errors before they turn into big financial risks.
So we've looked at all the individual pieces of the puzzle: the foundation, the proof, the consistency. Now let's zoom out and put it all together. This last section is about the big picture: how you build a complete AI-powered defense, a truly audit-ready system.
And let's be really clear. We're not just talking about another piece of software here. This is a strategy. It's about building a culture and a system where documentation is created correctly right from the beginning, making every single claim compliant and ready to go the moment an auditor asks for it.
So what does this look like in the real world? Well, essentially, AI becomes a compliance co-pilot for your entire team. You can see how it works across the board: tracking certifications, double-checking therapy notes, monitoring signatures. It's always working in the background, keeping everything organized, so when you get an audit request, it's a matter of minutes, not days, to pull everything.
And really, this is the main takeaway. When you take this kind of proactive, AI-powered approach, documentation stops being this painful chore. It transforms into your most powerful asset. It becomes a digital shield, actively defending your facility and protecting that reimbursement you've worked so hard for.
So as we wrap this up, the final question is the one you really need to ask yourself. Right now, today, is your documentation a liability waiting to happen, or is it your absolute best defense? Thanks for watching.